The silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape. Let's escape. Close through the night. I won't let go until the sunrise. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Wave goodbye to your city life and say hello to the desert sky. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape, let's escape. Let's escape.
It is currently 10:02 p.m. 2/28/2023. We are going to be doing a quick model analysis of Thursday's severe weather event, considering models have gone absolutely badonkadonk with this setup. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it here. As soon as I can get connected to the right Discord VC here, give me just a second. Alright, we are in here currently. So, we're going to be eyeing, first things first, let's start off with what the SPC is talking about right now. Because it's quite insane. So we got an enhanced risk of severe weather going on right now. The stretches all the way from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex all the way to the Mississippi-Alabama border. So it includes cities like Memphis, Jackson, Little Rock, Lufkin, Waco. And then you got the slight risk, which surrounds that completely. Includes like Birmingham, Jackson, Austin, Houston. So we're just going to see like what is causing all this to occur. And then we will go from there. And someone just left me. Okay. But, so if we take a look here, got to find the right time here. So we're going to start looking around 20Z on Wednesday. So we're looking at the at-ground level dew points right now. As you see, moisture really starts to advect into the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex starting around soon as it loads here, hold on. This is what happens when you're not prepared accurately. But as you look, you get a really nice dry line setup that starts to go up there. Right around 18Z on Wednesday, which is right around noon. And then as the night goes on, the warm sector just opens up and then it gets slammed shut by that front as it moves off throughout the day. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple soundings here real quick, and we're going to go off and see like what is really causing all of this, because to see a setup this crazy is just outlandish to me. So as you see here, this sounding is pretty capped here. This is from the DFW area, right around 23Z on Wednesday. Oh wait, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong time. Hold on. Durka. Need to be looking at the next day here. Okay, so that was my own bad here. I forgot what day we were looking at, but so as you look here, this is 23Z on Thursday. So this is about as far as the model goes out for right now, but we will have more updates in the morning. But just take a look at how loaded gun this sounding really is. You got cape over 2400. Shear is a little lacking, I will give that. It's in the 17s in the surface. But that hodograph does support some tornadic development. Same with there's no capping at all, which is the lid that keeps storms from developing throughout the day, which is what you want to see when you want severe weather. Lapse rates are a little low, but that's to be expected because it's not really peak heating yet. Or it's just about peak heating at that point, so who is in here? Hold on. Caden, you can talk, you know. Sounds like one of my forecasters snuck in, but he's not saying anything. So we're going to go ahead and advance an hour. You can see that this is a little contaminated, but you still want to look at the cape here. It's still in the 2200 region, which there's just a lot of unstable cape with this system, which is just driving all of this severe weather. Jaden, are you there? You're muted, genius. Hold on just a second here, guys. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Oh. Okay. So it turns out that I left something on. Okay. So, turns out that I'm an idiot. But I'll go back and show what we were looking at here. So we're looking at a couple soundings here currently. Turns out I triggered my hotkey to cover my screen. Whoopsie. But if you look, we got a PDS tornado sounding here. Which, I don't even know where I clicked that at. That is south of the DFW area. This is probably right around the Cleburne area. But it is just absolutely mind-boggling to see a setup like this in the first day of, or the second day of spring for me. So, if we click here, if it'll load. So, we got tornado soundings everywhere. We're averaging about 1500 to 2500 cape, which is just absolutely insane. But, okay, so enough about just the dew points here. So we want to look at, gotta scroll down here and find it real quick. So let's take a look at the 0 to 6 kilometer shear for this event here. As soon as it loads, come on. And it turns out we're having issues with our VC here, so give me just a second. Yes, I want to switch. Okay. There. Now it's working. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So this is everybody. This is Caden, one of my forecasters here, and
We're having issues with our VC here.
so basically,
Excuse me.
as you see here, you see this low level or this trough just eject across New Mexico, and you can see 120 knots of shear, 0 to 6 kilometer shear, just going absolutely crazy, which is going to spawn all of this weather. So these storms will be fast movers, driven by a lot of shear. So, Caden, what are your thoughts on this event?
Okay, so personal thoughts based off what I've seen and what I know is we have a setup similar to, I'm going to even put it as, I'm going to say as much as 11-4-22, where you have your, you have your high shear, moderate cape values. You have your froth, that just comes blaring out of the south central and just, you know what I mean though. But I think we have a potential to see a potential. I think we have the potential of seeing a pretty significant tornado outbreak if trends continue like this. That's just the severe weather part. There isn't. We haven't even begun to hit. We haven't even thought about hitting on the winter part of it yet.
Oh yeah, which we will also take a look at that next, because this could affect travel for spring break for some of you across the U.S., especially as the system moves east. So that'll be the next thing we take a look at here shortly, but I want to show you guys something real quick. So this is the composite reflectivity for the HRRR model come Thursday. So I'll just advance this here. As you see, right around 6 a.m., scattered showers and thunderstorms in the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. But as you watch, as time goes on, you just get more and more storms. And then right around 4 p.m., a line initiates near Abilene, and it'll just move straight east across, so if you live in, Cleburne, Waco, Killeen, the Granbury area, too. If you live in that region, I would definitely be aware of what you guys got going on. So right around 6Z is when the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex can probably be affected, but that's as far out as I can go on this model, unfortunately. So I can't tell you, estimated times for everywhere else, but if you live east of 35 all the way to the border of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, you should be weather aware throughout tomorrow, throughout the week, because there's also a severe weather threat for tomorrow, but it's not as big as this. I think it's hail that's the main threat for tomorrow, which is about the same area as this, so you just be smart and be aware. But we're going to move on to the winter side of things here. So I'm going to zoom
the fun side.
I'm going to zoom back out here. We're going to go to central U.S. because this is where this winter storm is supposed to be happening. This is going to be the cold side of the storm, as we call it. Probably going to switch models up here. I'm going to run to the NAM here. Is NAM the one that's showing the good one, the good totals and whatnot?
Yes.
Computer's being slow as dog dick here.
Okay, that was funny.
Oh crap, I'm clicking wrong screens here. Okay, so as you see, we got that severe weather threat for Wednesday, which isn't as bad as I don't think it will be. But if you live in Arkansas and whatnot, here, I'll actually go ahead and pull up that graphic for tomorrow real quick here. So if you live in the slight risk, which is Jackson, Greenville, Little Rock, Memphis, you have a 5% tornado risk, 15 wind, 15 hail, 15 sig hail, actually, which means a chance of greater than 2-inch diameter hail in the Black Hatch tier. So if you live in that area, be weather aware as well. Have multiple ways to issue warnings. I am most likely not going to live stream tomorrow because I have to work, and it's really not that big of a threat right now. But if something rapidly changes, I'll live stream tomorrow. What was that?
I was gonna say if something seriously happens, I can go on a quick stream.
Oh yeah.
Too bad.
But Thursday is the real eye opener here. As you see, just that massive enhanced. And then as we advance, we got a day 4 outlook as well, which covers cities like Nashville, Charlotte, Atlanta, Birmingham. It's just a massive multi-day severe weather outbreak is expected across the South U.S. But so let's go take a peek at the winter side of this storm. So as you see, we got a little low pressure that tries to spin up off the coast or off the Rocky Mountains here. And then you get this low pressure that's going to spawn the Thursday event, which is just going to coil up and spawn a low. And as you see, like if you live in Iowa, Kansas, you are going to get pummeled with a lot of snow. And I am out of runs, darn it. So basically, you're going to see the cold side of the storm, which means you could get probably, last I checked, snow totals were what, about a foot in certain areas? So we'll look at the 24-hour Kuchera model here, and that is not what I want either. What in the world? Oh, to use total snow.
Well, you're looking for it. I just want to throw it. Fox 4 Weather in Kansas City actually tweeted about 15 minutes ago what I just referred to on the air. See the difference between the location of the upper level lows between the two models. So they posted the NAM model. The upper low is centered over southwest Missouri, whereas according to the GFS, it's centered over kind of north central Arkansas. At shift difference, the NAM would give Kansas City would be a nasty snowstorm. GFS model, the I-40 area, give or take, would be little to nothing. It may be rain. I mean, that's the gradient at this point. And they're not very far from each other, like 50 or 100 miles less.
So basically, if you live in Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, you're going to probably see some snow depending on where you're at, or you're going to see some rain and or some severe weather. So this system is pretty big, and I know my crew will probably be out in the snow, playing in the snow like we like to. Whoever just connected, we're live streaming, so be mindful of that. Just Jared. So, going over that basically covers everything.
In Kansas City right now.
So that basically covers everything that we got for right now. So if anybody has any questions, you can always put it in the chat. I will go look at it and I will tell y'all.
It's not here.
Huh? But that's basically all I got. So we'll be live streaming Thursday for sure. I don't know when we'll start, but me and Caden will be working together on this because he'll be with me. So as soon as we can get that kind of situation figured out, we will obviously keep y'all updated. So that's all I got. So enjoy your night, and hopefully you guys have a good night.
Silence fades into the night. Coyotes sing at the moonlight. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape.